All right. All right. Aloha YouTube. So there was one term that I forgot on my last stream. So that's why we're doing a part two to the crypto slang part two. And I feel this was worthy enough for its own video. Okay? I feel this was worthy enough for its own video because now I can give this the space it needs to really express myself. So Wi-Fi just launched within this year. Yearn Finance. Okay? It was one of the biggest cryptocurrencies to ever hit the market. As we can see, it went to $40,000 in a matter of a few months. We ain't never seen nothing like that before. And you should check out all my videos because I caught the whole thing. I caught the whole wave. I got in at Wi-Fi at $2,000 and it didn't change my whole reality, right? It really helped me level up as an investor, you know? So, but let's talk about this because one of the biggest swindlers, one of the biggest hustlers to ever even hit social media and to ever hit the crypto scene, his or her, we're going to assume it's her, goes by the name of Blue Kirby. Now, a lot of people outside the crypto who aren't involved in DeFi, it's a very tiny niche, but Blue Kirby had and is still having a very big impact on the crypto meme industry. I mean, I wouldn't say industry, just the crypto meme culture, right? This person hustled everybody. This person hustled everybody. And in the trail of hustling everybody, this person left a lot of memorable memes. And the meme that stands out the most, that is spreading, is the few meme. If you ever seen that few, you may see me post it. It's short for few understand. It's short for few understand. And that term came from Blue Kirby. Okay, for me to go even deeper, Blue Kirby was an anonymous account on Twitter, but for crypto Twitter. We call it CT. This is just how the crypto culture works. I'm explaining it to you so you can catch up. So there was an anonymous account with the profile picture of a Blue Kirby. Okay? This account on crypto Twitter started shilling Wi-Fi. Started shilling Wi-Fi hard. Okay, so you're seeing a token that's exploding in value. Then you have this random account that's shilling it. That's just like, Wi-Fi is the greatest thing. Wi-Fi is this and Wi-Fi is that. And if you need to learn about Wi-Fi, I created a website. I created a Wikipedia page. And Blue Kirby had all these different sites about Wi-Fi that apparently he created, right? So what happened was it's so much hype in such a short amount of time. People don't necessarily, and it's a decentralized governance, and people don't necessarily know who to look to. Okay, don't know who to look to for advice. But this account is just like pretty much. We think that Kirby is like part of Wi-Fi, like he's part of the team of creating Wi-Fi. And eventually he did. Eventually he did get on, literally on the payroll for Wi-Fi. Okay, Blue Kirby ended up getting on the payroll for the Wi-Fi donations. But one of the things he was doing was he kept saying he would give out some Wi-Fi like exclusive information, right? Some exclusive stuff, and everybody's just like jizzing out of their pants, right? Because the price is exploding, and we think that's this anonymous account actually works for the team, knows what's going on, And right, and so he would release quote, and this is where the term what alpha and things came up, and he would write something about Wi-Fi and to put few understand. And then whether you understood it or not, it made you feel like wow, like and such a novelty thing, and it caught on. It caught on heavy, right? And it got annoying at a point where people were just like, who's this account that just keeps writing few understand, few understand, right? And it got like annoying. And then other people started doing like something alpha 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 about like, you know, the decentralized protocols and smart contract investing and developers and whatnot. And then people put few understand, right? So that caught on. That caught on, and Blue Kirby was the account to actually initiate that. He came up with some other ones, like "When Sir" or like "Please Sir" or whatever, but it was the few understand that caught on, and then it went from few understand to just few, which is like even more of a meme, right? So he was playing. He was low key. They saying crypto Kirby, Blue Kirby hustled everybody, and pretty much did. So what the crazy thing is that he was bringing so much value, actual value to Wi-Fi. Like he was really helping a lot of people learn. But people say no, that was just all a setup, because so here's when he was riding the wave, right? So this is what a hustler or a scanner does. They see a currency going up, and they see that it's new and that there's really no spokesperson. So they come in and they be the spokesperson, right? And they start shilling the bags. And as long as the price is going up, everybody's going to believe you. So this is where Blue Kirby fucked up. It was over an Eminence hack. Eminence, look that up. E-N-M or E-M-N. It was like a game with Andre Wi-Fi. They were working on it, and they were excited about it. Andre kind of leaked a little bit, and then Blue Kirby started shilling this Eminence hack. Not Eminence, like token, right? And at this point, everything's golden. Anything Andre touches in Wi-Fi is golden. Any coin he comes out is shmoney, right? So people started aping in hard to Eminence. But the thing about Eminence is that it was only a test contract that was deployed on the blockchain. It wasn't audited. It wasn't for official. There was no front end. Okay, you literally had to interact with the smart contract itself on the Etherscan. Okay, so that's how brand new it was. Like literally, like you build a foundation for a house and you throw up the frame and you throw a fucking a tarp over it, right? And people were throwing money at that house. Like literally, like the house isn't even finished. Like it's literally just the frame put on, and it has a shit. Like, so the smart contracts were unaudited. That's the way Andre codes. He tests in production. Anyways, I put money into it, right? But I only put $25 into it. People put $25,000, $50,000. Blue Kirby, supposedly, he aped in hard, and he was literally like telling everybody like to put money in. So people, and at this point, Blue Kirby was golden. Like he was like God, like of CT with the Wi-Fi shit. And then he was on the payroll for Wi-Fi at that point. Like Andre sent him a bunch of Wi-Fi. So this anonymous account that nobody knows is getting a bunch of money right now, just like cashing in heavy on crypto Twitter, like cashing in heavy, bro, right? And ended up, nobody knows. They said it was an inside job, but the smart contract got exploited because it wasn't even officially. And I mean, I don't know how many multi-millions of dollars just drained from the smart contract. And that's when the tipping point hit. Like people just lost so much money, and Blue Kirby lost a bunch of money. Like this was like this was bad, right? People tried to blame Andre, but you couldn't blame anybody. We all knew the risk we were taking when we were investing in this Eminence token. Aloha brother, what's up, Daryl? What's up, Daryl? So I'm just breaking down some meme shit so you can kind of get the origins of what's going on when you hear these terms. And it's important because this is like crypto slang. So you're going to start hearing memes upon memes. But few understand / few. Even Jack Dorsey, the dude created Twitter, the CEO, he tweeted few. So few is a really specific DeFi term. And what that means, few understand what this means. But if you do understand it, you understand that this is where the money's at. This is where the alpha's at. This is where the crypto gems, like, and it's some of this shit's so advanced, and you gotta require flash loans to borrow from Aave, throw it in this pool, take the yield from that, throw it in that pool. Like, you're doing some very sophisticated smart contract yield farming, calculations and investments and risk and debt and tokenization and leverage that like very few people actually do understand. Okay, very few people actually do understand. And if you're one of those people who actually does understand, then that's your edge on the market, and that's how you can make money. So few is this meme now where like you say something real deep or real heavy or real financial and just put few, right? Some people abuse the word like few, like abuse that term. They just want to make it sound cool. But like if someone like me, like when I drop few, I'm serious, like few people actually understand what this means. Now, that brings up another thing. So, all right, so Blue Kirby, that's what I'm trying to learn. So, what ended up happening, Blue Kirby pretty much lost a bunch of money. Blue Kirby lost a bunch of money. Everybody lost a bunch of money because he was shilling it. Essentially, everybody can blame themselves. But he pretty much pulled a really big exit scam, right? With this, it's called Blue House, right? So he teamed up with this fashion company, NFT fashion, like Decentralized, Sotheby's real estate auction. Like, it was like some really dope shit. But apparently he pulled an exit scam for about $800,000, like, and then it was all bad. And then this dude got doxxed. He got tracked and doxxed, some dude living in Japan. It was just like this dude just took advantage of hype and saw an opportunity and hustled everybody while remaining anonymous at the time. Like, he had so many people at their knees just from a random Twitter account of a Blue Kirby, right? And then he was hustling everybody. He was selling secrets, having secret groups, selling secret groups from the developers. Like, he was doing all types of shady shit. And it was just like, dude, this was a scammer. This was a con artist that infiltrated this whole community and played everybody, right? So apparently maybe he didn't. Some people still think he's a good guy or whatever. But this dude played everybody like a flute, man. He played everybody like a flute. And he pulled an exit scam. Apparently he's back or whatever, but his prime is done. His prime is done. So that's the dude or the account that hustled everybody, and started the few understand meme. Now, there was a group, all right? So, and then there's a group a little later after that time that decided, it was like the top influencer, the cryptocurrency influencers. They got together and decided to create a private group to create a quick pump and dump, right? Because there was a meme token. It's called meme. Look it up on CoinGecko. It's called meme. That got airdropped to a bunch of people, right? Bunch of people got this token called meme. Well, it ended up being over like 60 grand because most of these influencers who got this token for free sold it right away because they didn't think it'd be anything. I thought it would be a fucking shitcoin. Well, the token ended up going to like fucking $300,000. Like, some people are like, yo, like, so these people were so upset with themselves because they got a free token and they thought it was a shitcoin and they sold it. So they were so upset that they decided, hey, let's just do another one, but let's just dump. So they took all the top influencers on crypto on Twitter who had major thousands of audiences, and they got together and got the secret Telegram group and decided to create a pump and dump. And the token was called Few, right? This was so they were going to really actually create a coin and dump it and to try to make up back for all their losses. They were going to sacrifice their followers. They literally, you got to look all this up. They were just like, you know what? We got to make sure we get as much money. So all these influencers that you probably follow on crypto YouTubers were planning to sabotage and steal from their followers. And they got called out and caught, bro. And most of them, yeah, it pretty much, it put a stain on a lot of those people's reputation, man. Some people admitted it, like, yo, I fucked up, I did something wrong, and I'm gonna do right by my audience, right? But like, so you could see how deep this greed goes, bro. Like, you could see how deep this game of money and greed, like, it'll take over some of the best people, man. It'll take over some of the best people. So that's where that few thing was. That few, so few understand how you guys tried to dump on us by using the few meme. So few people understand that you guys were trying to sabotage us. You guys ended up being called out. You guys ended up being called out. So I'm trying to give you the origin of all these crypto slang, crypto terms, and trying to get you caught up. There's CT, you got to be on crypto Twitter. Like, there's all these different memes and influences, but it'll get you caught up, man. Because if you follow the memes, you follow the money. You follow the memes, you follow the money. In DeFi, I'm telling you, right? Wherever the memes are at, that's where the money's at. Okay. All right. So holla at your boy Crypto Rootz for the mentorship, man. I'm gonna keep you on top of this game. I'm gonna let you know all the alpha I drop, all my platinum mentorships. I make sure they always walk away with some alpha, right? Crypto gems. I'm transparent with my investing strategy. I show you my portfolio. I show you my investments. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, aloha. Much love. Take care. Peace.